Okay, I just saw the new Angry Birds movie with my wife and Alex, and you know what? This was a movie I thought I could just wait for an HBO or just download it or something like that. But I'm actually pretty glad we went out and saw it in theaters. In theaters, um, there's going to be a bit of spoilers in this review, so I mean, it's an Angry Birds movie. There's really not much to spoil in this movie. Everybody knows what's going to happen. But if you don't want to be spoiled and you want to watch the movie fresh, just watch another of my videos and you can watch this review after you watch the movie if that's your thing. But if it's okay with you, then please carry on. All right, fair warning. So basic story. You know what happens in Angry Birds. The pigs come in and they'll go steal the eggs of the birds, and the birds get angry and they try to attack the pigs. They destroy Piggy Island and they recover their eggs. That's basically the story, and you know what's going to happen. They're going to the story comes about like the pigs are also friendly and they're also nice, and nobody thinks they're going to do anything bad except this guy. And then he takes his friends, he tells everybody what the pigs are up to, and eventually they save the day. The three friends, the three amigos, the three birds. This guy has to be bigger. He's supposed to be this big. He's not on scale. I wish McDonald's had made him a bigger toy, but I don't know. So they save the day. They try and rescue all the eggs. Yeah, they wreak havoc in Piggy Island as you would expect in an Angry Birds film, and they save the day. They get the eggs, and all's peachy, and there you go. And that's what happens in an Angry Birds story. And that's what happens in the movie. My thing about it, the one I really appreciated about the movie was they put a lot of personalities in the characters, like the birds. This guy, Red, he's always angry. And then everybody hates him for being angry. And his anger actually turns out the thing they needed to save the day, to rescue the eggs. This guy's always fast. He's voiced by Josh Gad, and he's like Olaf on steroids. So he's funny. This guy, I forgot who voiced him, but he's also very funny. The amount of humor in the film is just amazing. I thought it was for a while. I thought it was just gonna be about kid. It's gonna be a kiddie movie. It's just for kids. It's like the humor was just gonna be so, you know, kitty cartoony type of humor, but it actually turns out like that it was funny for the kids as well as for the parents who were watching the film. And the whole film, going back to what I mentioned, there's a lot of character. There's just so much different personalities of the eggs. The pigs, they have one personality. It's the king, Leonard, who's just, I was surprised that he was such a smooth talker, and then it turned out to be the bad guy. And yeah, it was great. It was great. Lots of personalities they put into the characters. I love that. Second, there was a lot of issues and values, actually, and this surprised me. The issues and values talked about in the film, a lot of the adults could relate to it, and not just for the kids. So it was great. You could really appreciate it being a parent. It didn't feel like the movie was just meant for kids. It didn't feel like it was just another cartoon movie. It was really a great movie. A movie with some great values and issues in it, and that was issues. I mean, like life issues that can be reflected in society and that you could relate to. So that was very nice. So it's very fun. It's very funny. There was some points in the movie where you know what's going to happen, and sometimes it drags on. The movie starts out, the exposition tries to portray this guy as such a big loser that everybody hates him. He's like the odd guy, and yeah, everybody has that. He's just the odd dude that's just angry at everything, and he just needs he doesn't get a break in life, and he's being portrayed too much. I think it dragged on, but I realized as the movie ended that was necessary. That whole exposition was necessary to portray him as such the anti-hero or whatnot, so that in the end it all makes up for it, and that he saves the day together with his friends. Uh, and then the whole town, the whole city, the Angry Bird Society, they repay him back, and it was a very touching moment, touching scene. That after all he's done, and everybody hated him for that, or they thought it was odd. They actually he turned out to be the hero, and he gets celebrated and gets honored in the end, which is really really nice. So Would I recommend? Definitely. I give the movie an 8 out of 10. It's not Civil War, it's not an Academy Award winning film, but it's fun. It has a lot of there's a lot of life issues and values and life lessons that you can learn from this movie. Not the deepest kind, but you can certainly relate to it as a parent or as an adult, not just for kids. It's fun. There's a lot of funny things, funny characters. The humor, yeah, it's funny as can be. If you're a big fan of the Angry Birds series, the Angry Birds games, you're gonna love this film. And if you've never played Angry Birds in your entire life, I still think you can enjoy this film, and you'll probably get surprised at the end if you don't play Angry Birds. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Great for kids, great for parents and adults. It's fun. Go watch it with your family or with your buddies if you want. Date movie? Maybe. It's funny. Oh, before I end, I said the movie's an 8 out of 10 for me. I think they could still improve it in the sequel. I'm sure there's going to be a sequel. They can do a lot more things. Get rid of some of the annoying bits, and when the movie finishes, don't leave your seat yet. It's not a Marvel film, but there are sort of end credit scenes. The first one, it comes immediately after. It's not really an end credit scene, but it's you see the eagle. He's like putting on the music, Great Eagle, yeah, and then everybody's just dancing, and then you get to see on Piggy Island after in the ruins, the king, King Pig, King Piggy, the Leonard, he's planning another, he's hatching another plan. So, but everybody gets to dancing again. The other end credit scene, which is after a bunch of credits again, there's a final end credits, not the final, but a and mid end credit scene is about the three bluebirds that Red saves. He saves all the eggs, but one egg gets left behind. He tries to save it, and he saves it, and they hatch the three blue birds. And if you play the game, you know what those three birds do. So you get those three kitty birds. They're trying to sneak and get to the slingshot. Once they get to the slingshot, they try it out. They launch themselves into the sunset. They electrostatically bind together, and as they hit the horizon, they move to the horizon. You know what's going to happen. They split up into three. If you're a big fan of the game, you know that's going to happen. It was really nice. So those are the end credits, and yeah. So well done. I hope to see the sequel. I hope they do a good one, a better one in the sequel. I'm really looking forward to it. This movie was really a surprise for me. How much I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but yeah. There you go, folks. That's my little review of the new Angry Birds movie. Thanks for watching.